How's everybody doing? Man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Went to church today. Mandatory because tomorrow we won't have a chance, right? Got the baby gender reveal tomorrow at a park. I'm going to shoot the shot. And when I make it, it'll be pink or blue. So I'm super excited for that. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for the patience, for the support. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I'm rejuvenated. I'm excited. Obviously, doing it live, so it won't be as smooth as the pre-edited ones, but I love to conversate with you guys while we see. I might see something right now that someone else might not see, and someone else might see something that I'm not seeing. So that's why I love to do these types of conversations, man. And right off the bat, right, Domantas Sabonis in 2 games, 19 points, 12 and a half rebounds, 6 assists, 61% from the field, 80% from the free throw line. De'Aaron Fox, 27.3 points in the last 3 games. Nice little stretch there. About 4 assists a game and about 5 rebounds, somewhere in there, 5.5. It's a beautiful thing to watch, man. And we see this duo literally in 2 games, already feeling pretty comfortable. They're only going to get better as they get some practice time, as they settle in. And it's the ancillary pieces that could really help this team achieve bigger and better things down the stretch of the season, or it can hold them back. And I'll be very honest, Alvin Gentry has a big task ahead of him, because honestly, this is a talented roster now. The pieces fit. And that's the one thing that still concerns me. It still concerns me. But right now, it's all good. They're 2-0. Let's break down the film, man. Let's break down the film. All right. How's everybody doing? Chai Garcia. Let me see. See what that looked like. Okay. Here we go. He said, a very good game from the group tonight. The NBA should have stepped in. This is malpractice. What's up, Leo? What's up, Josh, brother? How you doing, man? Okay, so let's get to it, shall we? Let me put this aside. Put these things, man, because I can't really see my stuff, right? Here we go. See the comments over here. The program window over here. Okay, and then the interview here. And let's get this party started, man. So, on this first possession, I noticed right off the bat, like, De'Aaron Fox is going to get a lot of these high post, mid post touches in the post. I'm very excited to see what that does for his game in the offseason, potentially. His footwork, that's something that he needs to work on. But it's actually not that bad, considering that he doesn't do this often. But now that you have a threat like Sabonis, right, that every time he rolls, that gravity, you have a guy that has to stick to him, because if they don't, well, guess what? It's an easy layup or dunk. So first play of the game, we see them throw it into Fox, right? He has a mismatch. My man's just too little. He's too small. And we see Holiday set that pick for Sabonis, right? No switch. Good fighting from Bryant. I think that was Bryant, right? And then you see a second pick for Fox to create that room. Obviously, he could have taken it to the basket, but I love the fact that Fox is getting to his spots. And he steps in. If he starts to hit this, which I think that's his bread and butter, but if he hits that at a higher clip than he ever has, it's just going to be such a menace to stop. Because if he's hitting that, then you got to really play him hard, right? And he's going to take it to the rack. He's going to collapse the defense. And it's just a beautiful thing to watch, man. It's some great strong side action basketball from the Kings. And then guess what? I think this was the third play of the game. They go back right to it, man. Right? Once again, very similar action. This time, Sabonis It's kind of like a ghost screen here from Holiday. So Sabonis does the exact same thing. He sets it, and this is the big difference that the Kings haven't had, which is Domantas Sabonis. You have to see what I'm saying. Like the Kings haven't had this type of player, this type of big that commands so much attention in the paint, and this is what Fox is gonna start getting, right? Which is high quality jump shots. Why is my thing buffering? Bam, and like that's just what it's gonna be. And again, I was talking to somebody in my DMs about what the adjustment will be from NBA teams, and you best believe it, it's coming. Like that's where I say, AG and the coaching staff concerns me because it's all about what the counter to the counter will be. So this is all good and dandy right now. It's working, right? The pick and roll is working to perfection. But when they start to collapse on these two, the idea is always going to be find the open man and kick out, which again, shooting could hinder this team. But the other teams will get creative and try and stop this. And I'm just curious to know when that happens, because it's going to happen, what will be the adjustment made by the Kings? Will they bring someone off the weak side to potentially screen off someone else? Like, I just want to see when it's not like they're already succeeding, right? It's when they start to try and stop this duo, do what they want. And the answer may be they may never get stopped because they're that gifted and they're only going to get better. But I'm just curious that they're like those elite teams, when they do break the film down and they start game planning around, these two guys, I'm just going to be interested to see if AG and the coaching staff are capable of making the adjustment, because it's going to happen sooner rather than later. CG says, where do you go from here, though? What could you bring to get better? Can this team win a chip? I don't think so, personally. I honestly, brother, like, I don't even want to talk about a chip. Let's make the playoffs first and then go from there. Let's have some success in the playoffs and then go from there. We can't talk about chip, talk about, what's good. Live in the moment. Think a little bit about the future without question. Obviously, contractual situations and things like that, those matter. But in terms of what can you do this season, like, it is what it is. Like I said this the other day, they have a great chance to make the 10 seed. I truly believe that. And if they get in, let the chips fall where they may. Like, all you got to do is win that first game, win the second game, and you're in the and you're in the playoffs as the 8 seed. Suns Kings would be very, very fun. Warriors Kings would be very, very fun, especially now with Sabonis in the fold. Man, it's just fun to watch again. I really like the guy we got from the Bucks, so we'll get to DiVincenzo today as well. Go Kings. That's J Ram. What's up, my brother? David Martinez, don't know how to spell man's last name. White Dante, man. I feel you. I can't even spell his name either. It's exciting to watch better basketball. I love it. VUM today. Hey, Leo, I was listening to a basketball podcast today. They brought up the possibility of the Kings trying to talk to Brad Stevens. What were your thoughts beyond that? That's super interesting. I don't see that happening. He just got promoted to the GM for the Celtics. I honestly, it's like a 99.9% chance that would have happened. I do think he's a good coach, though. He had lots of success at Butler with the Celtics. He's run into some really good teams. So I would not consider that. I would rather look at a guy like Juwan Howard from Michigan and then go from there. What's up, El Lobo? Hanji says, I've been checking everybody online to get Sabonis jersey. Nothing there yet. I think Fox needs to up his cut game when Sabonis has the ball. He could get a lot of easy buckets. And that's going to happen, right, El Lobo? That's going to happen because when it's kind of like pickup basketball. When you play with bad players, you look shitty. And that's just the truth. Whether that's right, wrong, or indifferent, it doesn't matter. When you start playing with good players, it's just a different feeling. And that could be a sign of, in a way, being a bad player, because you should always strive to be your best version. But at the same time, I don't think Fox and the rest of the guys, Harrison Barnes, like those two specifically, it's not like they were trying to tank it in and not be the best versions of themselves. It's just a matter of the talent and the pieces just didn't fit the right way, right? And honestly, talent solves a lot of things. And when you bring in a talent like a Sabonis, that's gonna solve a lot of your problems, right? Because it's gonna give you, something that you didn't have, add different elements to the game, etc. We got the white Chris Webber now. A Michigan man through and through. Juwan is killing the NBA chances with how they're playing this year. 100% massive difference between Bagley and Sabonis. And that's my biggest criticism about Kings fans, which is hated the trade. I was like, the best player Fox ever played with was Tyrese. And that's pretty sad. That's not a knock on Tyrese. It's just sad that you give the keys to the franchise to Fox, and the best player you have ever surrounded him with was Tyrese, right? And some can say Harrison Barnes. I could see the argument there as well, right? He's more consistent, etc. But that's not a good thing. Either or, like, that can't be a recipe for success. Like, that's not how the NBA works. You got to get a guy that's on the same level as De'Aaron Fox, talent-wise, and right now he's a better player, obviously. But both of these guys, especially Fox, will benefit a lot from Sabonis, and you'll be able to maximize and optimize De'Aaron Fox at potentially his highest potential. Like, he may never be the Batman that I thought he could become, but he's on his way of being like that Robin that I said I wish he would be. And the talent's there, bro. I've always said this: bet on talent 100% of the time. Never bet on nice guys. Guys I love. Like, no, man. Bet on talent every single time. That is how you win basketball games. And I'm loving it right now. All right, let's see here. On this second, why is it buffering like that? Here we go. So we get a give and go here, pick and roll with HB. Oh my God, HB has been playing so well. He's benefiting so much, right, with playing with such a high basketball IQ guy. Great bounce pass there. Very good defense. Very good defense. Sabonis knows it. He knows it. But just look at this. Caldwell Pope is flat foot, not even looking. Heads up play by Harrison Barnes, making that cut. It's either here or a kick out to Mo, right? Or who is that? No, that's Justin. Sorry. It's either this cut, which he elected to go here, but you have options now, right? Everybody's moving. There's action on both sides. It's the strong side and the weak side. And obviously, Sabonis understanding that there's a little man here. He's like, you know what? He can't stop him. It's a beast move. But he could have gone this way too, right? Easy pass. He has the lane. 3-point shot. He made the right decision. Dunk time. Just a beautiful thing, man. Heads up from HB, and just a great pass from Sabonis. Man, as HB said, he hasn't played with someone like that since David Lee in terms of passing. But I tell you what, Sabonis is a lot better than David Lee. And then Fox, doing what he does best. Unfortunately, got tripped there. He got fouled a couple times. And, ooh, Kuz, okay, Kuz, I see you, boy. And the Kings are just so, I can't tell. Who was that? See, Justin too, bro. Like, Justin cuts so well. He's a joy to watch defensively. I love watching Justin Halton play. Like, I really do, man. Like, I really do, bro. So he's always running around, setting back picks over here, down screens. Let me see what he does. So this is a real nice action, right? I'm gonna go 5 seconds back. So this is a down screen for Justin to come and get the ball. Caldwell Pope plays it very well. So the ball goes to Sabonis in the high post, right? And you have two options. If Caldwell Pope, arguably a good defender, right? Sometimes it's an easy bounce pass here, but he played it well. He's in good position, so good for him. So that's your first option, right? He cuts down the lane, but he doesn't because then he sets the screen on Kuz, and now it's a give and go at this point. Like, you don't have to necessarily connect on that screen, just enough to get in the way to give Fox some space to catch that dribble handoff, and now you're in business. Now, I forget what he does here because again, I'm watching this same time as you. Did not prep at all, but I can. But as you can see, there's a nice little lane here, nice little pocket pass, or he can easily kick it out here. What does he do? You guys guess? He got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's find out. And it's the slip pass, right? It was always a slip pass, y'all. Like that. That is what I excel in on the court. Like in the pick and roll, I'm just a great passer in the pick and roll, and that's just something that Fox really wasn't doing with the rest of his bigs. Like Rashawn, to me, Rashawn has been the best big he's ever played with, right? Like that's not a bad thing, but he's not Sabonis, and like Sabonis is just something different. And we'll get to Holmes. Here we go. Jeez Louise. And just the movement, man. Like it's insane, right? Like another guy that's just gonna benefit from all this is Davion Mitchell. He can use his speed, get by guys, and now understanding, oh my god, that's so nasty, bro. The way he just changes speeds, directions, he's just so fast, stops on the dime. And again, heads up play. Sabonis sees, he turns his head. Again, I've always said this. I'm gonna say it again. Guards, even though Rui's not a guard, but most of the guards don't communicate very well in the NBA and in pickup games and just at any level. His head's turned around because he's too concerned about this defensive liability, right? Little man here, and Sabonis takes advantage. Like, it's an easy cut, just a heads up play, high feel, drop off. It's just so easy, man. Now, when you have a skilled big man that can do everything, he can do everything except shoot a high percentage from three. And I think that's going to get better with time, right? This is the second unit already in the first quarter. Bam, bam. It's a good shot. It's tough. That's tough. I want to see a difference in the second half. So, I mean, just go back to that defensive play, right? So let's see what they do. When you slow it down, you can really see where guys are communicating. So right now, you got your back line here. They're very well. They're alert. Fox, right, guarding Denny. He's going down here. See what they do. It's a switch. Great switch, by the way. Good communication here. That was a great cut there, but a great response and counter from the Kings. Okay, and it's here. You switch again, right? And this is just great offense. That just beats good defense. Like, that was good defense. Here we go again. Hits the high pick and roll here. Okay. Davion fights. That's good defense. That's just better. Like at some point when you're a professional basketball player, you cannot take everything away from guys. This is just the NBA, right? Like, this is the NBA, y'all. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Period. HB has great fundamentals. Yes, he does. I hated that trade. Hated it. You don't hate it no more, though. You don't hate it no more, brother. Okay. Let's get this popping again. That's good defense. That's a good contest. Here we have White Dante, Davion, and Rashawn. I really like that trade off the bench. Like, I really do. See, that's a breakdown, right? Like, Davion got beat, which is rare, but he got beat, which caused this, but great heads-up play. anticipation skills from Rashawn, and you just get like a weird, hot potato, unfortunate bounce. Here we go. I don't know what that was. Turnover there, whatever. Right. They had a nice quarter. Like, they're closing out, man. It's just the the Kings just turned the ball over way too much. I just felt like the Kings turned it over way too much in the beginning of the game, which is why they were trailing. Uh, See, this is really good offense. Like, yes, Sabonis could have done a better job in closing out, but that's a great crossover that just created room and space for Rui to attack it. There's no shame in that, right? That's good defense right there, bro. Again, unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. Like, that truly is, right? Oh, great sideline out of bounds, or sorry, baseline out of bounds play there. Uh, Again, you're going to have guys turn the ball over and not shoot the ball well. As Dante said, I don't even know the plays. Like, I was just trying to get a good feel for the game, etc. It's gonna happen, y'all. Like, these guys, just flew in. They don't know each other. It definitely takes a little bit of time, but when you have Sabonis and Fox, it could work. And so far, so good. We went from Jamaz Ramsey to Division's a huge, and that's what I'm saying, right? Like, that's where the talent upgrade happens, and people can like a guy all they want, man. But at the end of the day, talent wins all. You bet on talent every single time. Justin Holliday is a good player, bro. Just look at that. I mean, that's solid defense. That's just ridiculous. That's good defense. I would take that 10 out of 10 times. He ain't hitting that. Like, he might hit that like twice, maybe, probably once. That's good defense. Like, that's a contest. That's a great heads up play by Pope. The Kings are communicating, they're scrapping, they're fighting, they're clawing. Obviously, Sabonis could have done a better job there, but definitely a breakdown at the end. But I mean, that's what you want, right? Oh, there's nothing there. You gotta love the patience that Sabonis brings to the table. He's just so patient. He never gets rattled, never gets sped up. That's what great players do, man. Great pick. And this guy is just going to be... he sets really good screens. Like, he's just going to get guys open. Just something that the Kings haven't had, right? How do you think Damon's developing? He's going to develop very well, bro. Like, it's just... Man, this is big time for him. That's a big-time shot. Like, if he can hit 37% at least, that's a win for the Kings. Because you know what you're going to get on one end. Like, you know what you're going to get on one end, right? What is it, 6 seconds? Who cares, right? Oh, yeah, that was a stupid foul. Okay, third quarter. Here we go. HB is just a beast, bro. I mean, there's not a defense that you can do. Like, that's just big boy basketball. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. He's just like, yeah, I know. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm good. And one thing about HB, we get stretches of this great version of HB every single year, at least like twice a year, like really good stretches. This year was one of those stretches where he was just playing out of his damn mind. Then he got injured and he wasn't the same. When you play this brand of basketball and you get banged up and you suffer all these bruises and, it's a lot for the body. Now with Sabonis in the fold, you could see the best version of Harrison Barnes, maximized, optimized to its fullest. Oh, man, it's just the right guy to have. If you can have a second HB, that would be like the biggest difference for the Kings. It's so different when you have a good player like HB now, maximize and optimize to where it should be, as opposed to surrounding him with like bad players. Him having to be, your second best player, or you know what I mean. Like now, all you got to do is be the third best player. That's a good thing. As Richard Noble says, you have to give to get. Although we missed Ty and Buddy, go watch Pacers game Friday night. They lost just like we were losing before the trade. Ty was great, and Buddy, well, you already know. So 1,000%. And I said that like, and I've been saying that every fan's dream is to finesse a team and keep your own talent, but in order for someone to buy into the fact that you're about to give up your two-time 25, 26-year-old All-Star, you got to get something in return. It takes two to tango, right? Like, Javis, there's a lot of Javis out there. I love my brother, but at the end of the day, you can't just give up picks. Like, I want what I want if I'm the other team. And Kings fans have to just put themselves in the situation of what if they were Pacer fans? Like, of course you want Fox or Halliburton. And obviously, again, real quick, the contract had everything to do with it. And I said this 1,000 times. If they both were on rookie scale deals, or if they were both this year, I'm not projecting anything. This year, at 22 and at 24, right, years of age. If they were both getting paid $30 million, if they were both getting paid $6 million, stop lying to yourselves. You know who you're choosing, bro. Like, stop lying to yourselves. But because one is making a lot less, yeah, he's more conducive to what you're trying to do. Like, they're in the rebuild mode. It would have been a lateral move to go Fox for Sabonis for both teams. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. Like, you're trying to add to the Kings, and they're trying to subtract and actually restart, hit the reset button. Why would they trade Fox for Sabonis? But then they're trying to paint it and say, well, they wanted Tyrese. Yeah, absolutely. They wanted Tyrese. Because they're in a reset, rebuild mode, which is different. And yeah, we wanted to put a real talent next to Fox to maximize Fox. Because Fox is a better player and a better talent than Tyrese Halliburton. And that's just a fact, man. Real simple. My boy can shoot. My boy can shoot. Here we go. Here we go. I just love the fact that HB, Sabonis, and Fox and all push the ball up the floor, bro. Like, and like be under control. Pick and roll. Here we go. Guess what? You know why this happens? Because they're too worried, right? Go back to this. They're just too worried. Right here. Okay? They're worried. Right? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 dudes around this. Guess what? When you have a bruiser like HB who's as skilled as him, it's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen. Such a beautiful thing to watch, man. It just gets me super excited because this is what they've needed for so long, man. This is what they've needed for so long. Here we go again. Davion Mitchell. Oh. It's just, man, like, it's just this effect, bro, like this domino effect, right? Like, you get some bones in the paint, and then you start seeing HB just destroy dudes. Like, you gotta love it. My goodness. Richard says, I think if we all think back in time, we all love Jay Will, but look what happened after we made that trade. Don't let your feelings cloud the goal 1,000%, bro. You got yourself Michael Bibby, my favorite king of all time. Like, it's crazy. I wish we had the film. What they don't show in the highlights is Dante and Davion have their hands in the cookie jar in the third and fourth. Yeah. Like, obviously, I got to go on NBA replays to, like, get the whole game. This is just 10:59 at night. Like I said, I have my gender reveal tomorrow. We're expecting, so I'm super excited to find out if it's a boy or a girl. Super blessing, man. Thank God. Like, I'm really thankful for you guys for praying for us, and keep praying for us, man. Keep praying for us. It's gonna be a big day tomorrow. For my family, like, we're all super excited. So, when's the church right now? Because I understood that we just weren't gonna have time tomorrow. So it's late Saturday night. Church counts for a Sunday. I'm Catholic. So we went to church and just, I haven't really had time to really fully watch and grasp the whole game, right? Like it's so different when you do watch the full game because again, as you said, highlights don't show everything, but we kind of get an understanding of like all the positives like that we can take away from this. Don't really care about that. Let me see. Okay, so we get a switch there. Everybody's alert, right? They're talking. They're all in good position there. That's bullshit, man. That's an offensive foul. What the hell? Right? Here we go. Fox, not with the ball. And again, we'll talk about Fox in a little bit too. Like, what that really meant. About him not having the ball when Tyrese was in charge. But great down screen there. Again, in the exact same spot, right? On the other side of the court. This is like a corner post. God diggity, man. It's a domino effect. Like, you bring in a dude who's great in the post, who's a great passer. That's just contagious. Now, I don't remember using Fox, from what I can recall and recollect, putting Fox in the post like that, bro. Like, that is a new integration, and it's a domino effect of what Sabonis brings to the table. Holy smokes, like, Fox in the triple threat with room to attack the middle, collapse, and kick out. My goodness. That's like Russell Westbrook reincarnated, man. That's going to be fun. If you guys haven't done it, man, like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys if you guys do. And he says I'm happy for you all. You deserve this. Appreciate it, man. Hello, congrats. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Richard. Appreciate you, Mussolini. Appreciate you, Hansy, as always, brother. Okay. Again, it's just a beautiful thing to watch, man. Great cut. Middle cut by Davion. Again, give Fox the ball and don't tell me he's not a good passer, man. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's about optimizing your players. I always say this. Put your players in the best situations to succeed, and good things will happen. Great move by Rashawn. So let's talk about Rashawn a little bit, right? Great move. I mean, it's contagious. Rashawn's looking at Domantas, and he's like, damn, like, I want to start passing like that. And he's taking notes, and he's taking other good, right? To try and add, obviously, not everything translates. Like, it's not that easy, but it's good to be around that type of a guy because you do learn little things that you may not have known before. And this is the best big he's ever played with, right? Once Rashawn Holmes settles down, it seems like they're going to try it first with, I was thinking potentially both of them playing together in the starting lineup, but I do think they will have minutes. I believe they played about 6 minutes today in that first half, if I'm not mistaken. And I like it. Like, it could work defensively. They had good moments. They closed out that second quarter well because they were down by double digits. And I think those two were together at that time. So when, I don't know who it was that I was talking to about it, but using him as like that Metu when in that first game against the T-Wolves where he would cut off weak side of a Sabonis, where Sean can do that. I truly believe that. But it's the other aspect that I like about Metu is like he can pump fake on the perimeter. He's very agile, has a nice handle to his game for his size, obviously, when other big guys are guarding him. So that's where I think that it may not work. But in terms of defense, like for all the weaknesses that Sabonis has defensively, Rashawn can really clear that up, right? Like clean it up there. So that's where I think that those two can really gel together. It's gonna take some time though because both guys like to be in the paint, and his ability to have that push shot is gonna help in terms of spacing for a little bit. So give it time. Give it time. If Davion understands how to use Rashawn in that second unit, along with White Dante, I still think White Dante might start when it's all said and done. but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I think Rashawn will be just fine. To be honest with you guys. Here we go. Oh, so that to me is lazy, right? I gotta call it out there. Here we go. Like that was a lazy closeout. Well, not really. Like that was a lazy chase by Fox. Like you got to keep fighting, bro. Like it's not like it shouldn't be that easy just to say, "Oh, switch, switch." Like no, like fight over that screen. And if you fight and you can't get to it, then Rashawn can step in. But it's too easy of a switch. It's a lazy switch. He does that a lot. He needs to be conscious of this and to fight through it. Obviously, it's not easy. Like if it was easy, everybody would be great, right? Like I'm not saying that. I'm just pointing out that he needs to be better. And I'm sure the coaches will also do that. So I can't wait for that, right? When he improves this aspect of his game. Because on ball, when he's engaged, he's a beast. He's a beast. And then you get issues there, right? Because you got Kuz attacking full speed. And it's a great move by Denny. Great cut as well. Everybody makes mistakes, man. This is the NBA, man. Okay. Nice little pass off there. That goes into a dribble handoff. It then goes into a White Dante flash into the middle of the lane. Then we get a down screen here with Metu and Fox. And just one of the most beautiful plays. I'm excited, bro. It brings tears to my eyes, bro. The whole effing floor was used. That's NBA basketball at its damn finest. Holy smokes, man. The Sabonis effect. This is good basketball, bro. Let's watch that again, man. Everybody had a role. Everybody was involved. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. Man, oh man. Right? Because you're concerned about Fox here. Bad communication from the Wizards. Again, when you start moving and everybody's, involved in a way, there's going to be confusion from the defense. That happens when you make it easy on the defense by just standing around and you're a cop out. Well, yeah, it's easy to guard. These guys are NBA players. But when you're moving, setting screens, oh man, what a beautiful thing. My goodness. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. Wow. Here we go again. Great pass. Great pass. Great pass. Rashawn, bro. Rashawn's going to kill second units, bro. Like, it's going to be fun to watch. Once he gets adjusted to this role, trust me, it's new to him, right? Boy, oh boy, here we go again. Foxy in the post. Foxy in the post. He's too small. He's too small. He's too small. Stop it. So, let's go back. I wonder why he didn't set the screen. Well, it makes sense. I mean, he got Fox with a lot of space. Nice little ghost screen here from Rashawn, right? He loses his dribble, but he gets to a spot. Like, De'Aaron Fox is so talented, bro. It's so crazy how so many people are so dumb, man. Like, I get it. It's fair to criticize him for his bad play, but to tell me that he's not better than Tyrese out. My God, like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I mean, that's just the Wizards playing good ball and that's lazy defense, but stop it. Once again, what is this? Justin Holiday. It's nice. I mean, he's shooting like what, 37 for his first game with the Kings? Like, a good shooter, bro. Good shooter. Once again, trying to back this dude up with playing with the back to his basket, pick and roll here. What do you do? I mean, what do you do? For the first time, Fox is like, damn, like this is what it's like. This is what Bagley should have been like, right? Like, and obviously it wasn't, but man, like this is what he hasn't had, right? Like, even if he doesn't get this, it's an easy kick out to Holiday. Man, I love watching this, bro. Like it's a beautiful thing. I guess it truly is. Great point here from Mussolini. The scary thing is Holmes ain't even found his rhythm. He's starting to caliber center and he's coming off the bench to feast on second units. 100%, bro. 100%, brother. It's gonna be nasty. Like if he's your sixth man, it's gonna be nasty. Uh, Kuz played well. Kuz played well. For sure. Once again, Fox attacking. A little double team there, right? Okay. God diggity. What a pass. The connection between Holiday and Sabonis is so good. That's so good. Here we go again. Oh, nice block. Nice block. Nice block. Here we go, Foxy. 138. Jeez, what do you do? What do you do? Easiest shot of the game for Mo Harkless, who had a great game, by the way. If he's hitting a shot like that, it's going to be nasty for teams. I'm going to tell you that right now. Again, I kind of want to backtrack on Maurice Harkless because I know I've been very critical of him. I still don't think he's a starter, but when you have a guy like Sabonis, you can optimize Harkless a lot better than when you don't have a guy like Sabonis. That makes sense, guys? Like, these guys that have been, well, that's my point where Harkless hasn't been good since his Portland days. So it's been a few seasons. It's been like almost 3 seasons. So to be fair, but once again, he's playing with a great player. And now you can optimize him to his finest. Length, he's not what he was before. But if you get 75%, 65%, call it, of what you got tonight, you're going to be just fine, bro. You're going to be just fine. And that is a beautiful thing to watch. That is a beautiful thing to watch. And that was the ending of the game. So 123, 110, I believe, was it. If we get Kuzma in the trade, that's what they need over Metu, right? Like those are the things that you start to talk about, like upgrades, not crazy. Oh, let's get obviously Paul George would be amazing, but like these role players that are upgrades, right? That's very important. So yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Man. It's been fun. It's been fun, man. I appreciate you guys so much, man. Get your hat, Sacramento Proud. Hit me up on the DM when you send the money via PayPal or Cash App or Venmo. Make sure it's friends and family, because y'all know how the government got involved with the whole, well, it's a service and goods, you're going to pay taxes on that. Like, come on, man. Like, we're doing it for the culture. We're doing it for the brand. We're doing it for Sacramento. Not making much money. Like, I paid a lot of money because there's a bunch of stitchings, right? And it's really to bring awareness to Sacramento and just keep on brand building. Like, that's just the truth, right? Like, you're paying $30 for the hat. Cost a lot to make. It was like almost like $25. So it's like you're not really making money on it. Like it's a couple bucks here and there. But again, it's a great looking hat that I designed, and it's just again to bring awareness so you can be proud to be like, it again. The Kings don't define Sacramento. Those are two separate things. But when the Kings are winning, nationally, Sacramento, the city, is elevated. But it's always about being proud, right? From being, if either you're from Sacramento or you live here now and you're super proud to be from this community. That's what it's all about, man. If you guys are watching this, again, hit the like, share, and subscribe, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Let's go Wolfpack, baby. Let's go Wolfpack, too, by the way. Uh, we almost had Kuz in the Buddy deal. Then Westbrook killed the deal. Yep. But then hindsight 2020, maybe we don't get Sabonis. Who knows? Probably not. Interesting to think about, though, right? Like I much rather have gotten Sabonis, and be shitty for the first half of the year than get Kuzma and Montrezl. Like, don't kid yourselves. Like 100%. Always on point. Let's be happy. We're winning and looking good, playing good basketball. Yes, sir. Hit that bucket, Leo. Yes, sir. Rich man. What could have been if we had Kuz? Don't look back. Look to the future. 100%, man. That's a great way to segment out of this live stream. 11:17, man. Go enjoy your Saturday night. Again, tomorrow, Super Bowl. Let me know in the comments below who you got tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in terms of like who I got. I'm probably betting like 500 tomorrow, to be honest with you guys. That's just what I do on Super Bowls, just to make things interesting. I think the first year I had the Chiefs against the Niners, hit that for 1,000. Last year, was it the Chiefs and the... No, when was it? Yeah, it was the Chiefs and the Bucks. I got my ass beat. I lost about 1,000 last year. Yeah, I was shocked. I had the Chiefs like plus 8.5, and they got mollywopped. So this year, I'm liking the +4 for the Bengals. Not entirely sure. I don't have a good feel of who's gonna win, but it's gonna be a field goal game in my opinion. So if you can get like a +4, I might have to end play the game and like try to get like a +7.5 by the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like if I get that, you drop a quick 500 on it. It is what it is. Bengals on Kuz. The more I had in fantasy. All right, I see you. Ty's gonna be great. Start running his own team 5 years. You can't wait for that long. Exactly, bro. That's truly what it comes down to. Don Mitchell, my brother, man. God bless you guys. Thank you, man, so much. Again, like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. See you guys on Monday. Peace.